Hi everyone, welcome back to Photomode UNPLUGGED. We are your hosts, Ruben and Mick, and today we have a special episode because
it's London Games Festival, or it has been London Games Festival,
yeah,
and there
what
was an
happened
exhibition
there?
on. There was as part of London Games Festival a virtual photography exhibition.
Whoa, how many artists?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, okay.
It's already happened by now, so everybody already knows that. So,
Can we see it right now?
yeah, I think we can.
Yeah? Okay, let's see it right now.
Here I am in the London's Trafalgar Square, which you have heard of, haven't you?
Yeah, I've heard about it when London's Game Fest first was announced, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So last
good,
year too.
So we're here. Oh, last year as well. Good. We're here for day 2 of the London Games Festival Virtual Photography Showcase. I always forget what they call it. It's early in the morning now, which is weird because a minute ago it was Thursday evening. It's now Wednesday morning. But there you go.
That's time for you. Yeah. It's a concept.
Yeah. So it's nice and quiet now. The rain has just stopped, so the boards are a little bit wet, but at least it isn't raining. It's nice and quiet because nobody's here yet. Everybody's on their way to work. You can see a few people wandering along the top there, but
yeah. You were there for the better part of yesterday. How was the traffic on that area?
As in the people, the foot traffic, a lot. There was, I don't know, there's a couple of thousand people at least. It was like all of this was just full. There's people sitting around the fountains. The fountains aren't even on yet, so they'll be activated soon. But yeah, it was packed until it started raining. And obviously then everyone's like, let's go. But it's been really busy because it's the school holidays as well. So you just got our families coming out, you know. I'll just show you while we're here. This is the ensemble. I always want this location. They've got the real great spot. So this is the showcase of Black and Asian minority game creators from the UK. And they get that. You can see the ensemble logo.
Yeah, it looks really cool. The effect is
really cool.
It is. I can see that being applied to virtual photography, and now I can imagine it, and now I want to see it.
Yeah. So on the sides, you've got each of the individual creators. So the virtual photography stuff is split into 2 corners. So central there, that's Nelson's column. So just to give you an idea whereabouts we are. The National Gallery is behind us, but it is kind of closed off at the minute. Apologize if the wind is picking up.
People understand that you are on the scene right now for the first time on this podcast.
Outside the studio, and bizarrely, a man with a bird of prey has just turned up. The guy in the yellow vest over there has got some sort of falcon on his arm.
Quick, duck. No,
I don't know.
Flying towards.
He might be catching pigeons. Sometimes cool for pigeons with a bird. So, shall we take a look at the virtual
wait.
While it's nice and quiet, nobody in the way.
Wait, how many photos are there, and how many entries did the contest got?
Okay, so bear in mind it was only a flash contest for like 2 days. The fountains just started, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it. That's noisy now. It was only on for 2 days, but we got about 500 entries, which is good. You know, that's a great response, and it's always the best way to make sure something happens again is to take part, because the organisers, London Games, are going to be impressed by it. You know, you can say it's really enthusiastic.
502 days, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like a couple of tweets from you and maybe London's Game Fest. It wasn't like highly publicized.
No, nothing. Yeah, there was no other sort of big names involved.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You are the big names anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of how many's here, so there's 30 different photographers on showing this exhibit. So we've got 8 of these boards, 4 here and 4 way over at the other corner there, which is good because you get people looking around and they've looked through half of it and like, this is really great. Wow, I'd like to see more. Like, perfect. Go over that side.
Go to the other side.
Yeah. So we'll have a quick look around at who's here. Conveniently, I'll take you down here to the end of them.
That guy is always there. Like, I think there is a bias towards the Ford Focus. I don't know.
So I was a bit fortunate in that I've got 3 pictures and they're on show at both ends. So, which is new for me actually, because I'm usually at these things without my work on show. So I was quite glad. This is just the end board that's got some information about what virtual photography is.
That's really cool. I can see there that it says curated by London's Game Fest and the Ford Focus, but you didn't pick any winners, right?
Oh, good question. No, I didn't. It says media partner, so that was basically about promotion and kind of helping them to make the event work. But yeah, the winners, if you call them winners, the exhibitors have been chosen by the London Games team. Okay. So I actually didn't see them. I haven't seen all the rest of the entries even. I don't know what wasn't picked. They just went into the forum, didn't they, online? And so I haven't seen them. I had no input into what was picked. So they wanted, to have it multinational, everyone different, lots of different games, different platforms. And just as a celebration of game capture, I think, really.
Yeah.
So
that's really cool of them.
So this one looks like it's a map. This is actually Trafalgar Square.
When I saw it on Twitter, I thought it was like you are here or like a map of, but yeah. Yeah.
So Spread Her Wing from Japan. So what is he from? Watch Dogs. But yeah, we've had people seeing it and they're like, oh, I thought that was like a drone shot from up there or something. Yeah. So on it, we're about there currently. Where we're actually standing. So just give you an idea of the area.
That's really cool.
But I know Michael French from London Games saw that and he's like, that has to be in. Definitely picking that. Right, I'm going to go down one side and then we'll come back around the other one.
Spain, right. Yeah.
Spain, so it's I'm never sure how to say this. Rima Eternax.
I just call her Luna.
Luna, of course, yeah. Yeah. Hogwarts.
And you wouldn't say it's Hogwarts from that shot. That's really cool.
I know what you mean, actually. And that is a theme that we'll see in a lot of these, that you wouldn't be sure what the game was.
Yeah.
Even if you recognize it, like that one, you might recognize the character, but it's almost a Horizon feel to it, isn't it? Or the way people take Aloy shots, So a quick reminder. Oh, speaking of Horizon, there's Patalo.
I remember that shot from the Virtual Photography Awards, and I love it. I love that shot.
Yeah, so I mean that comes back to this thing of you were saying whether I selected them or not. So any that have crossed over from the awards is by coincidence, really.
I guess if people submit their shot for multiple contexts and it's a good shot, it's only natural that, like, it's like the Oscars, like, oh, the best picture winner can't win a Golden Globe. Like, it's a good movie. It will win multiple awards. It's a good shot.
People like it. Yeah, it appeals to different judges. So I do like it anyway. So market game from Japan. It's our first one here. There's quite a few from Japan, which I'm quite glad about actually. So who's next? Matt. So Endeavour VP. Now this one is from Deathloop, and Deathloop's brilliant for abstracts, as we know, but I don't think I could have guessed.
No.
I don't think I could have guessed. Yeah. Oh,
I
I
love
should
the
mention
colors.
as well. I think this is the first one, isn't it? Yeah. So some of them have got these quotes as well. So I dabbled in real world photography, found that translating those skills to a virtual environment to be a wonderful creative exercise. Now, there goes the Birdman. Yeah, it's a pet control, so he's pigeon hunting or rats. People got to submit some quotes with their entries. Now, not all of them have got a quote. I guess some people didn't submit one.
I think it's, from what I'm seeing, I can guess it's from the aspect ratio. Like
maybe, yeah. So the portrait ones don't have the space. I think some people maybe wrote too much that couldn't fit on. But it's cool that some of them have got their words there as well. If anybody's wondering, I don't think you're going to be able to get hold of these boards after, because they're
they are.
And even if you could, you probably wouldn't want that at your home.
I wouldn't know where to put it, like behind me.
Yeah, you'd have to build a new room for it. But it's good for them that size here, because you're in quite a dominated environment, so they do catch the eye and stand out even when it's busy. You can see them from miles away. Daminu de Hell, bit of a pun, I think, in that name. So that's from Control. That one you probably can tell.
Yeah, and it encapsulates what Control is so well. That photo is really cool.
Yeah. I'm going to guess it was submitted in the abstract category. So the categories were landscape, abstract, and portrait. So nice and simple. And that is a nice, simple abstract. Sirens going on. Yeah. We're in London, of course. So, now then, this one has created a little bit of tension online, hasn't it? Because it's Final Fantasy, as you can see. But it does seem to be a cutscene shot. So in the virtual photography space, that's non-original. But I'll tell you what it has done is generated a lot of interest in the post that shows the pictures. So there's tons of people sharing it just because it's got
bad publicity is good publicity anyway. Like, looking at it, I played the game, and looking at it, I can see like someone using camera tools just taking that picture, and that wouldn't be a problem because they use camera tools. I have no idea how that was captured, but
I think it is weird. A cutscene. People have sent it to me and said, this is just from here. But again, it comes down to this has been selected by London Games. They're not experts on virtual photography. They're really into the game side. This is still a game capture. That's what they're aiming for. So it doesn't bother me here and now, because this is about engaging people with the art of games. Exactly, and that still does that. Finn Dobney. This is a UK entry. The first UK one we've had.
It's the first one, from right now,
he was here yesterday, and I missed him, unfortunately. I only found out from someone else said, the creator of this one's just been passed. So that's a shame. But I was probably here. I was probably stood over there taking a picture of this at the time. But, so be it.
What's that from? That's another one that you wouldn't say it's from Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's really cool. Yeah.
It's tricky with the abstract ones, isn't it? Because that kind of pattern and thing can be in all sorts of stuff. We'll see one over there later that I always think is from Horizon, and it's not. I love the indigo kind of color of that as well, actually. Okay, Forbidden West. This is apart from my little one. That's the first Forbidden West. I think it's the only Aloy shot here.
You'd show Kotalo too.
Of course, Kotalo. Yeah. I always forget what we've gone past. So KLM21, another UK entry, and this is one of those that if we come up close, you can really see the detail.
You can tell two things: that the boards are really big and that it's really detailed, like the photo.
And that is kind of one worry almost when you're printing at this size: is does the quality hold up? Yeah. Like, is it just going to look blocky and pixelated? Absolutely not. And we do say a lot of the time people are always going for fidelity, but that shows certainly a positive part of that. I mean, you have to, but yeah. Okay, Red Dead Redemption. Who's this? Soul Surrender from Sweden. So we're still in Europe. Where we've been so far? US, Sweden,
Japan.
Europe, Japan. Yeah, of course. I think that might have been another one that was in the awards earlier. Last year.
It's quite striking. It's like memorable. It's such a cool photo.
And it's got a bit of a different feel than a lot of typical Red Dead shots as well. Actually, I think because of the colours, that sort of soft kind of lavender colours.
Yeah.
Where are we now? Matrix Awakens, another city one. That looks really in keeping in place here. New York, isn't it? Oh, you got a quote as well. I'm not going to read out all the quotes,
but that again, going to the photorealistic graphics and the fidelity, that one looks like a real picture. Like,
yeah. Well, it's the lighting is so good in that Unreal Engine, and this is another one that people are like, oh, I kind of just thought that was a real picture, you know. So M Mulho, UK. I'm guessing that's how you say it. It's always tricky with usernames, isn't it? I'm not sure. Oh, so we have now a fitting tribute to the late Lance Riddick. I do like the lighting on this.
And that's a good silence picture. I never managed to capture a good silence, a picture of silence that I was happy about.
Yeah. And a lot of the times you guess he's in the cutscenes, isn't he? But so that's Red Dead Gem with the UK shot there.
That's a cool.
That's the UK ones together. There's 4 in a row there. Right now back to Japan. So this is Ghost of Tsushima. This is Kem Ono Mimi, who was from VP Context.
Oh, cool.
I'm not sure if that is Jin.
I was just thinking about that. Like, I have no idea how you capture that shot, because how do you get Jin in that pose? Maybe in a meditation spot, but there aren't meditation spots with things in the background like that one. So I'm really curious. Like, that's a really interesting
that's
shot.
One of the sort of paper doors, isn't it? There. I'm not sure. I love the shadow from the leaves that are catching. That works really well with the cast of the light. Very nice shot. Very peaceful shot, actually.
Yeah.
Angerboda.
Ooh, the light on that one.
That looks like it's you. Yeah, what's illuminating under a chair? I'm not sure. It's either from. Because I mean, her stuff doesn't light up, does it?
It might be. I even did a video on it, like using the bow of Atreus in certain spots, lights and Angerboda on. So that might be it. But that's an interesting shot.
So it's Nemesis now, anyways, the photographer there. Can you see them all right? Okay.
Even when you are like approaching, I can see the shots. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So we have actually not that many landscape ones. The landscape ones have kind of been cityscapes. This is Death Stranding, which is probably one of the best landscape games around. Yeah. Is that the first proper landscape one? I think so.
I think it is. Yeah.
So we've got Boom Boom Pyro 212. So thank you for your entry. And you've got a quote there as well. Allows you to connect with others. Certainly does. One thing here is like there's people who from last year there was very few people who seemed to know about this. This year there's a bit more of that.
Oh,
there
are
cool. more people. Yeah, there's a bit of a shift. You're getting all sorts of people, as you can maybe see in some of the photographs I've shared. There's all ages. You've got kids, elderly. But you are getting some gamers here who know about this already. So this is good. A bit of a change from last year. Do we need to see this one? I don't know who this guy is.
I love that artist is very loved by me. I really like his style. I think he's super underrated in his country. In
his country. So it's Miles Morales, in case you don't know. And who is it? There you go.
Oh, it's what a coincidence. It's from me.
Yeah. I mean, I said to you that I personally wouldn't have picked it because of you got the lights on the side and it's kind of a void in his face and that. But I know you were trying to do that on purpose.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to see that in humongous print?
The first time that I saw it, I got teary-eyed. It's an amazing feeling. It's only the second or third time that I quote unquote win something with VP, like a contest.
All right.
So and the award being on display so big on such a public plaza. It's really an amazing feeling. When you told me, I immediately went and see Flight. You can
do not ride the lions. That's the big bronze lions.
When you told me, I immediately went to see price tickets and for the flight, and
it would have been good if you were here. I mean, we could have recorded the entire episode like this if we wanted it to.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah,
would be a challenge. Right, let's say, so back at the other side now. So you saw me walk across there. Back in the distance, somewhere over there is the set we just come from. And now we're on the other side. Here are all the bus stops. There's a few more people starting to appear, actually. Family's out already. Right, let's head around. Right, so we've got Y Guy 8202. This is a cyberpunk shot.
Cyberpunk, yeah. The colors in cyberpunk always get me.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got so much vibrancy all the time, hasn't it? It doesn't say what platform these are shot on, actually. A lot of cyberpunk stuff comes from PC, doesn't it? Because everybody uses the mods.
I wouldn't say that one comes from PC.
No, I'm just looking at the beard and everything. It's not super detailed like a lot of the PC shots are, but it still works.
But they asked. I'm curious because on the form they say it wasn't mandatory, but to mention the platform.
The platform. Yeah, they just not included it, but that's okay. I think stuff like that can help to educate a little bit because people can see, it's not just PC. You know, there's a shot from the Switch further around. So actually, one of the questions that someone asked me yesterday was, when's this happening again? And how do we enter? And it was because the guy was here with his little daughter, and he was saying she plays Switch games and she takes screenshots on that.
Yeah.
So she's really excited that this is a thing, you know. So that's brilliant. You know, to appeal to all ages, to get kids into it early on, and just have them feel that there's a reason to do it. It's so good. Right. So another God of War one here. So High Curly Brazil. Here we go. Into South America now.
Yeah, I know that shot from social media. It's such a different shot from what you usually get from God of War. Like, it's the colors, everything. It's a really cool shot
on it as well. Yeah. Like that, you know, it's shot from very low, isn't it? Like this.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean. It is. I mean, you can obviously tell it's God of War. Kratos is there, but it's a very different feel to the usual. Right, Japan. So, one of yesterday, like the last people I talked to, these two guys, and he spent so long around it. And it wasn't even this one that they were talking about. It was one of the other shots. I think it's a cyberpunk. And he said, this just takes us out of London. They weren't gamers. Yeah. They were like, just here to appreciate. They'd been to the gallery walking past and they saw this, came down. And they're just appreciating it as art. And they were like, it really takes me out of Trafalgar for a moment. And we feel like we've just been back to Tokyo. They had been to Tokyo. And like, it transported us back there, you know. And they were like really getting into the expression and the feelings that they got from it. It was wonderful to hear, to be honest. So Mori Photo, Japan. And
that's a painting. Tokyo. That's not VP. That's a painting. Someone painted
like
that.
A painting.
Yeah,
it does.
It's such a cool shot.
I like the foreground aspect of it. Actually, you know, I like shooting through bike frames are especially good for it. You know, they're recognizable, non-obstructive. Yeah, the colors are beautiful in that. Actually. Right, moving on. Gran Turismo, the one and only Gran Turismo shot that's here. Summers 458.
Sadly for you.
It's what?
Sadly for you, it's the only Gran Turismo shot. If for you, it would be 30 Gran Turismo shots, and that would be it.
It's not the only Gran Turismo shot because one of mine is.
Yeah.
So they don't really count though. But anyway, I'm just reading the quote there. So yeah. I mean, there was, in fact, I think the owner of this, I don't think they were here, but someone was here taking a picture of it for them.
Yeah, cool.
Because I saw someone setting up and taking pictures of this, and I said, "Oh, is that one of your favorites?" And like, "Oh, it's for my friend." So that was good. So hopefully they've got that shot. I'll try and get pictures of everyone's shots anyway. Spiff Snaps. So this is from Sable. I really like Sable, actually. You don't see an awful lot of it. And actually, on the first day, there was someone here stood in the
taking a selfie. You capture that moment. You share that moment.
It's on the post, isn't it? Yeah, I was really glad I got that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But again, you don't need photorealistic graphics for people to love the photo enough to take a selfie with it. It just shows that that the game itself, the art direction is enough to make a good photography shot.
There you go. You were talking about cyberpunk colors.
Yeah,
that is the epitome of cyberpunk colors, really, isn't it? So
yeah,
uses this keen IVP Australia. So we're picking up the continents. Yeah, I mean that's a very quintessential cyberpunk shot, isn't it? It's the wet street.
If I ever play that game, I will take a similar one. Like it's the good thing about being cyberpunk environment, not the cyberpunk game, but the cyberpunk theme, like the neon colors, the white, the noir feel. It's really cool.
This is the one I was on about. So you do recognize it from Miles Morales. I always think when I see this structure, I always think it's a Horizon cauldron or something.
And I don't know why. It could easily be. It looks like the details from a machine or from a cauldron from Horizon. But yeah, it's a really detailed shot.
This is PlayStation Lens, so I don't think he's on Twitter. I think that's an Instagram handle. But he was here yesterday, Jai. I met him coincidentally as he was asking someone else whether anybody from the Fourth Focus is here. And they're like, "Oh yeah,
anybody,
anybody, just the one, yeah." Now this one's Dario from Italy. I think the game is labeled incorrectly. This says Balan Wonderland, which I think is a mistake from one of the others. Any guesses as to what that's from?
Riders Republic, maybe. It's definitely a sports one. And they and probably one that you can hide the character that you're playing.
Oh, I never thought of that. As in, where's the rider? Yeah, that's a good question. Either that, or he's fallen off the bike.
Yeah,
the bike's just falling. Yeah, that's a really good point. Never thought. With the siren going on. Okay, the Ascent. So this is Tim, who actually I met in New York. As part of the Red Bull thing, which I always like to remind you. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there. And I'm not there in Trafalgar Square either.
That was by choice. You could have been here had you.
Yeah, I could have paid for New York too, but...
But you weren't invited to the event.
I would just stand outside.
Looking in the window. So this is the Ascent. I love the depth in this. You know, you've got so much verticality to it. You've got the little ships and whatever they are, little hover box.
It's a good photo mode. I played about 3 hours of the game, but I'm not a fan of that game. But the photo mode it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it PC only? I haven't.
No.
Tried it at all? No,
I think.
Yeah.
Where did I play it? Oh, I played it on Game Pass, so it might be PC only.
Okay. All right. I'll have a look. Right. This is the one that is from Balan Wonderland. Yeah. This is now correctly named. So whose is it? M. Night Shyamalan from France, with a quote as well. The quotes are all in English, regardless of where people are from. I guess they were asked for that, but it's fine. This is not a game I'm familiar with. I did have a quick look, and it's like a sort of cartoon-style platformer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's from the creator of Sonic. It's a joint adventure between the creator of Sonic and Square Enix.
Okay.
The reception wasn't that good, but the game does have a really unique look and feel.
Yeah, so I was coming a bit closer. It's kind of this, Escher-esque impossible stairways and what have you. Those like infinite stairways that Lee Brennan sells. A little bit of that going on. Yeah. So it's good to see. Again, like I said before, lots of different games and different platforms. That could well be on Switch, I'm not sure, but it's on PC as well. So I don't know what it was captured on. One that definitely is from Switch is, here we go, Zelda.
Yeah. That's it.
Here, Cursed Forest. So this is the one that the young girl was really drawn in by. They've had their photo taken with it. The rain's coming again, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, people are putting the hoods up and leaving. Umbrellas are out. It's fine, so be it. I do like the shot. I don't know. I mean, Zelda doesn't have a.
It doesn't have a photo mode. I think it has a camera. Like you can take a camera out and take photos of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I can't put my finger on like a character with a horse, unless it's Link, like the main character from. Yeah, that's probably one from an emulator then, because it is Link.
I don't know, but regardless, just to show that the game attracts attention and it gets positive sentiment. People like seeing that kind of thing. Yeah. Get somebody's name. Right. Untitled Smithy from Scotland. So this one was one of the winners from the VP Awards.
Yeah.
I like it. I just think it's one of those kind of
as soon as I saw it the first time in the entries for the VP Awards, I knew it was a winner shot. Like it's such a detailed shot.
Yeah. You really get the texture, and the fact that it's black and white, it's a little bit blue in the matte blacks there. That's just from the printing. I think the original doesn't have that. But the simplicity of the black and white lets the textures really stand out, and that is what it's all about. He couldn't make it down, game. But yeah, that's the 2 or 3 that have been in the awards, and that just shows, like you said before, that they appeal to different people all the same. There's some assumption, I guess, that it might be you're picking it again, but it's not the case. It's been picked entirely by separate set of judges, separate team. So
there is a reason why Meryl Streep has 16 Oscar nominations. She's a great actress. If you're a great photographer, you will get seen.
Fair enough. Photo in game, another one from France. This is from The Last of Us Part 1. I had to check, wasn't sure. It actually is quite a good reflection of the steps that are over there that I walked down before. It has a very similar feel, just the concrete steps. But it's the leaves that make the difference, isn't it?
Yeah. They're like zooming in on the leaf, but from afar, as you're supposed to see it, you wouldn't tell it's even from a game, let alone The Last of Us. Or
even necessarily what it is. Like if you're really far away, it kind of just looks like either a pattern or a corrugated sheet or something. I don't know. But they're good ones that change as you get closer. You see more of it. Natty Dread from Serbia. With the full quote. He wants to have something that can stand parallel to the official game art. And I think that would never be part of the official game art because the colors are so different. But that's a good thing. It makes it really vibrant and stand out, and not the typical red and blue Spider-Man.
He's a wizard with reshade. I always tell that when I'm talking about him. It's such so many layers of work that he puts in his shots. It's not just like composing the shot. He does all these crazy editings that
I've seen his process, and it is extensive. And the final one, I think it's the final one. We've not missed anybody. Who is it? Sorry, Between Deep Pixels. So it's Ghost of Tsushima. Sorry, Scott specifically. I wasn't even sure. It does look like Ghost of Tsushima when you know, but it could have easily been Red Dead or Assassin's Creed, maybe. And that's just like a really nice nature.
And it could easily be like a poster, that one of those that you buy just to have at home. Like it's a really cool shot. Those three are the weakest ones from the.
So there's my Gran Turismo.
I like the white effect that
the rain is adding.
Yeah.
Got little kids, ain't they? I'm waterproof, thankfully, and so is my phone, so that's okay.
But
there you go. That is the VP Showcase exhibition from London's Trafalgar Square. You can see the buses. We're like a mile away from Buckingham Palace, about half a mile from Big Ben, London Eye.
That's really cool. That it's. I hope we get to have it again next year.
Me too, actually. And I'd like it to be even bigger. I want to be. I don't think we're ever going to displace the ensemble stuff down the centre. That's the prime location. That's where you want to be. But I'm happy enough to be here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be busy again later on. Like I say, it's very early in the morning now, so people are just kind of waking up and setting off to work. But as the day goes on, there's going to be thousands of people passing through again, all checking out some virtual photography.
Okay.
With that, back to the studio.
Whew. Whew, that was a quick journey back from London.
You dried up fast.
Yes. Well, yes, it was raining. It was sunny on the way back.
Oh, cool. How was the rest of the day?
Really good, actually. It was nice to bump into a few more people. I saw some more of the artists actually today who turned up to have a picture taken with their shot. And I actually managed to bump into them today, which I missed on the previous day. But yeah, like there was a guy who, I think one of them lives nearby in London, so that was nice and easy. A guy come from Portsmouth on the train, so it was
cool.
It was good that they got there, posing with their pictures. It's good.
Yeah.
Who else did we see?
I was going to take a quick selfie, but no, I said, why bother?
Well, yeah.
It was a long flight.
I took a picture of yours anyway. Well, I took a picture of all of them today, but I've not passed any of those on. I got told off last night for doing the those nighttime shots. Apparently, you're not supposed to have cameras on tripods in Trafalgar Square. I didn't know that was a thing.
But you can without the tripod.
Yeah, it seems so. I don't know if it's just at night or if they're concerned about the tripod's feet or something, which is weird because there's so much footfall there.
That's a weird one. Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, I just had to tell them. I was like, I'm just here capturing. I helped put this together, so I'm just taking some photos of it, and they're like, that's okay, that's no problem. But yeah.
Can we have an autograph? No.
Okay. They didn't ask for an autograph. No.
Did it? Oh, they should have.
Bumped into Shantae from Gorilla. which was unexpected.
Oh, cool!
I had no idea that she was going to be there. But
it's cool to see devs going to these events. That's I saw the her post and like the 3 photos from Horizon that are on display there, and one of hers. That's really, really cool. Yeah.
I haven't seen that post yet, actually. I'll go and have a look after. But yeah, I literally bumped into her, and we were just like, "Oh, hi!" You know, I didn't know you were coming. She just said she happened to be back over and wanted to come and see it and to take some pictures. You know, essentially just to pass on and show what's happening, what can be done. So
that's really nice.
It was good, yeah. I mean, talked to obviously the London Games team eventually. They're always busy,
did they like the reception? Did they seem pleased?
Yeah, I mean, mostly I think with the response to the entries, you know, because that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? Is getting that interaction and enthusiasm. So yeah, I think they were definitely very happy with it, given how short a time frame it was to put it all together. I think they're pretty pleased with even the standards, and you know, a lot of it was trying to really put on a range of different people, different nationalities, different ages. The ages weren't shown on any of the boards, but they selected, you know, a big broad age range. And yeah, different games and platforms, and I think it went down well. You know, as again, the public were really into it. There was constantly people stopping, and I always see this. You know, people taking pictures of pictures, or having selfies with it. But yeah, I just find it fascinating how they're just drawn to take a picture of it, and yeah, those two guys. I think I told you when we were chatting.
You told me.
God. They were like getting really, you know, philosophical about this.
It's something that I only consider when I did my exhibit in Lisbon Games Week. That it's similar to going to a museum. Like if you see a painting of the Mona Lisa, you want to take a picture of it. So if you see like a VP shot, it's art. So it's only natural that you are drawn to like save that memory with a picture of a picture. It
shows
really,
that they're
really nice.
Really engaging with it, and that they really sort of get something like, oh wow, you know. But all ages, you know, there was little children there. The kids always want pictures with the cool shots and stuff. But there was one of them, and her dad came over to ask when does this kind of thing happen again? Because there was obviously the shot from Zelda there. She wanted to maybe enter because she plays Zelda. So I just think it's good to be inspiring younger ones.
When you told me that story, I forgot to mention when I was posting Jedi Fallen Order for the first time. My nephew was playing it, and he only opened the photo mode because of my shots, and he started to and that's a nice feel to see like a younger generation. Like it's very
Do you know what?
It's nice to see that
a few people, both last year and this year. More so this year, because there was more people who use photo modes now, it seemed. You know, just from the few, but the people that I talked to, there seemed to be more there who were already doing it a little bit. Maybe not like that avidly, but they're doing it a little bit. But quite a few said, I didn't know it was even a thing until I accidentally pressed something and this photo mode came up. I'm like, what is this? So some people have kind of just discovered it by chance and they didn't even realize. But yeah, like others have definitely seen, you know, inspirations. It helps that the big studio accounts share stuff, because then they're like, ooh, what is this? It's good.
Can you imagine like pressing a button? I can't even like try to replicate the feel of like pressing a button. Suddenly you have like a free camera without expecting it to to have like what's a photo? I don't want this. I want to shoot things.
No, you can shoot things.
That's the episode joke. I set myself for that one.
Well done. Yeah, it would be like if you'd no concept what it was, and you wouldn't even think, "Oh, I'll take a photograph now." I guess, yeah, don't know. But hopefully there'll be more of this anyway. So
yeah,
more
of that in different countries, like not different countries organizing, but I would like to see like a moving one, like the same,
one that travels, because
like a road show, VP road show.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that. That was one thing from this. It was good. More and more people got down to this. And I was obviously saw Jack from TPM today, and one of the things you were talking about was trying to get more people to attend next year, because he's up for coming back again, assuming it is on next year, which hopefully it will be. But yeah, it would be good, regardless of whether you're on show or not, just to get people, sort of like-minded people, to come to it as a virtual photography focused event.
That will be cool.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
So
it will be.
I mean,
really
especially if you could arrange it with some sort of interactive things there as well. So if you had like a little, I've always done about this booth. I want a booth there where people can do the virtual photography on location. You can get people to come try it. That'd be cool. And then you can have some virtual photographers come along, show their ideas, and have a little stream of the shots going out.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments if you are excited about this idea.
And would you come along? Not just you.
I would like that.
Would you come along?
Yeah. You, not me. You.
Yeah. Because we need some new people.
Nice.
Not just the usual ones.
I'm old, I'm grey, and we need new people. Okay. Okay, so, anything else to add?
No. The little... Oh, I hope the audio wasn't too bad. I haven't heard it again yet.
I have one thing to add.
Go on.
Please, 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 when these things happen, whether you win or lose, just send your picture, supported by doing entries. Please. Yeah.
Yep, indeed. And please support the Photomode UNPLUGGED podcast by liking and subscribing.
Yeah, that too. For now, this week episode is done. See ya.